Hi, I'm Mark Russell from Russ 10 Soccer Coach and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a warm-up drill for you. It's like a technical warm-up. I'm not sure if too often coaches do warm-ups without football. I'm really guilty of it. So I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Carly, who's going to show you how to set the session up. She's going to show you how to move the session along, and she'll offer a couple of coaching points on how to coach this session. Remember, it is a technical warm-up, but it's classed as a technical warm-up. You don't have to use it as a warm-up, it's a really good technical drill as well. Stick around till after the graphics. I'll be about to give you a few tips and a little bit of advice on how to really pump your players and really get your players going in this session. So not a big intro from me today. Off you go, Carly.
Thank you, Mark, for that introduction, and welcome to this technical warm-up. Today we will break down the drill you see on your screen. Don't be alarmed at the speed it's running through. I'll slow and break each area down for you. By the end, your players will have worked on the physical and technical aspects of the game. Communication in certain areas is key. Awareness and concentration also plays a big part. We start with 4 groups, all facing inwards toward the center of a rectangle. The size of the area is your choice and based on player size, fitness, and skill levels. Here I'll let it run through in the tactical view, whilst you adjust to the setting up of the session. Players aren't required to be in different color bibs. I have used bibs for a visual aspect, and it will give you an indication of where the players are required to be, after they vacate their original group. The session is designed, so each player experiences all 4 groups. As you will see by the end of this clip, the color bibs are still with each other, just in a different group. When coaching this, to simplify, ensure each player understands their role within a group. For instance, players in Group 1 will dribble the ball to the center, stop the ball dead by placing their foot on top. The player will leave the ball and play a quick 1-2 with the player at the front of the line in Group 3. When receiving the ball back within that 1-2, they will keep the ball and join the back of Group 3's line. For Group 2, the player at the front simply has to move off the cone and run onto the pass from the Group 4 player. You should encourage this pass to be just in front of the player, enabling them to control and move with the ball in the direction they are facing. Group 3 probably requires the most coaching in this session. They are asked to play a small pass into the Group 1 player, then receive it back after movement off the cone. After that it's a sprint to join the back of the line in Group 4. The final group, number 4. This is a really easy phase and unless encouraged can become the lazy group. Their initial movement should have them arrive at the centered ball a split second after it has been stopped. From there, the execution of their pass should be sharp and accurate, slightly in front of the Group 2 player running onto it. Let me just take you back to this view. Our software isn't as good as FIFA, and didn't clearly show that was supposed to be a first-time pass. Encourage the player to sprint to the back of the line. So each group will have a destination. Group 4 will join the back of Group 2's line, Group 1, the back of Group 3's line. Group 2 will dribble the ball to the back of Group 1 and Group 3 will sprint to the back of Group 4. I'm going to let this run through. Feel free to comment below with any questions regarding this session. Mark will always help where he can. He will also be back on after the graphics, where he will offer a few coaching points on this session.
So in terms of coaching this, it's really important you keep an eye on each group. As a coach, that can be quite difficult because it can get quite fast paced. I would encourage you to step up the intensity and get this going at a fast pace. Once the players have got their heads around exactly what's required from them and what you want from them, and once they've got their heads around each area and each group, you'll be absolutely fine and the players will be smashing this completely. So in terms of group 1, you've just got to make sure they dribble as fast as they can with that ball, drop it in the centre, make sure they put the foot on the ball and leave it dead in the centre for the group 4 player to come on and make that first time pass. So the players in the second group should be a really easy one for you. Make sure you come off that cone and literally running onto a moving pass so they can play the ball in the direction they're going, so they can dribble with that ball in the direction they're facing as they head back and join group 1. Group three is where the big one is. Group 3 is the one where you've really got to get it coached, because from my experience on this one, they tend to mess about a little bit sometimes, some players, depending on what level you've got, again, depending on what ability you've got. You've really got to get them sorting their body out, sorting their feet out for this 1-2 pass. They tend to get themselves tied in knots a little bit, so really keep an eye on that one. Then on group 4, easy. All group 4 have got to do is make sure they're aware that when group 1 sets off, the player from group 1 sets off, that they go and they time their run to the centre of the area, just that split second before that group 1 player stops the ball dead. So we're not waiting and waiting, it's a continuous session. From there, they've just got to make sure they get an accurate pass into the player's run. Only needs to be half a yard in front of them, ensuring they sprint and get themselves back into group 2 as quick as they can. Right, so that's me done on this one. Thanks to Carly for setting it up. Guys, if you've got any questions, please do leave comments below. If you're new here, please do subscribe if you've enjoyed that content. If you're returning, again, welcome back. Plenty of new subscribers. I'm going to start naming a few subscribers just to say thank you. So again, thanks for watching, thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.